Morning, YouTube. As promised, I'm going to give you my review of the new Alienware AW510H 7.1 surround sound headset. I used these pretty much for 5 hours yesterday, and overall, I think they're pretty good. The headset is light, it doesn't feel heavy on your head. The way they stay on your head is they put a lot of pressure onto your head over on this side of the fence, so that I guess just kind of relieves the weight on the top of your head. Now, I don't wear glasses, so if you wear glasses, take that for what it's worth. I don't know if these cups will cause any additional pressure from your frames, but I don't think so. I think these things are really well padded, so I don't think your frames are going to be too much of an issue with it. So I did wear these for 5 hours. One thing I did notice right away, I do have a chrome dome on the top of my head, and I already can see some discoloration on the band over here from my skin oils on my head. So if you don't wear a hat with these things, you might start seeing some discoloration pretty early on, like I do. So the headset was used in 3 different applications yesterday. One in video conferencing for work, one watching a movie, and one more playing a couple video games. 2 different video games, one that does use that directional sound for cues, and the other one more just like a turn-based simulator from Sid Meier's Civilization 6, which is more just music and different types of sound effects, but nothing really directional. Overall, I think the headset is a great headset if you're using 7.1 sound surround. They definitely replicate that audio directional characteristics. Things that should sound that come from the front of you do sound like they're coming from front of you. The things that should sound like they're coming from back of you sound like they're coming from the back of you. People coming to your right, people coming to your left. Things ticking and twinkling in different areas definitely sound that they're coming from that direction. So it gives you a lot of help in those type of games. The 7.1 sound in movie watching was really great. I watched it with Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible, the most recent one. I can't remember the subtitle. Something Ghost Recon, I guess. I think it was something along those lines. It was a good movie. It wasn't spectacular, but it was a typical Mission Impossible movie with lots of bombs blowing up and lots of car chases, and so you do get that audio direction sounds that you want. You want to hear the bombs and the bullets coming from the direction that they're coming from, and you get really, really crisp highs. The nice thing I really noticed in the movie was when someone was typing on their keyboard, you can hear the click, 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 click. That sound reproduction was phenomenal. The bass with the explosions was there. The one thing I did notice, I did watch the movie using a Mac OS. I watched it after I finished some work, and the volume when you plug in the device on a Mac OS is pretty low. It's not low, but it's when you go to the top range, it doesn't have that really high volume sound that you get on the Windows system. The highest volumes is a reasonable, pleasurable volume that I felt for watching movies or using the headset when I was using for work for video conferencing. But so it doesn't give you much headroom in volume if you like to listen to your movies a little louder. There might be software to install for Mac OS. When you plug these things into a Windows device, it automatically detects that, hey, I need to download Alienware Command Center, and it does, even without you asking to do it. So it doesn't do that on the Mac. So there might be software to help with that, but out of the box, plugging in, using the Mac sound software, it just didn't seem that it had enough volume for certain people if they like to watch their movies a little bit louder than normal. But under normal listening conditions, the high volume pushing the volume all the way up on the Mac and listening to a movie on this was just fine. The sound quality was good. The muffling from the ambient noises because of the cups of the headset was fine. People, when I used this for audio conferencing, said the mic sounded perfect. No no feedback, no ambient noise from other things around me coming through the mic. So it might have some pretty good noise canceling in there. They say it's Discord certified. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the certification process is for Discord for their mics that people put out there. So take that for what it's worth, right? Then I plugged these things into my Windows laptop, and I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and that was a real pleasurable experience with that because they have a lot of different sounds coming from different areas. There's a skill that you can use to kind of find things, and things will twinkle when you use that skill, and that twinkling sound will give you a direction to go find where that tinkle sound came from, and these things work great for that. Works great for when you're kind of crouching and hiding and you can hear footsteps coming around corners and stuff like that. So it gives you great understanding of your perception of the world from your ears. So that's amazing. I'm sure it will work great in first-person shooters, knowing where the sounds of the bullets are coming from. So I think that's a great application for these things. The wire is a good wire. It's a braided wire. The fob on the wire is plastic. It's okay. It's nothing, like, wow, this is a great fob. It's a thinner plastic, so it's kind of got a little bit of flex. So make sure you kind of take care of it. You don't sit on it or put something on it that might crack it. But the buttons have a nice solid click to them. I don't think they're going to be, they're not mushy or anything along those lines. The mute is a slider mute. Now, when I first picked it up, I'm kind of pushed where that mute button is, and I go, oh, it's not a button. And then I start going like this, and it's not moving. And then I realize, oh, you got to put a little bit more force. Now, I'm pretty sure that as time goes on, it's going to be less and less force because it is plastic to slide it. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that it's kind of less force than when it first came out. When you slide the mute, you'll get a little red indication sticker that will say that it's muted, and then you have to give it a little push up. So the extra force, I'm pretty sure, is a good idea. You don't want to go mute when you don't want to go mute. So that's, I think, a solid engineering choice. I think the headset is a good choice for the niche that it solves. If you're playing games that can use 7.1 and you don't mind being tethered and you don't feel that you have a need for a boom mic to kind of mute yourself, then these things will serve its purpose. That they're well made, they have a good sound quality, the reproduction of the sound is spot on, the highs are crisp, the lows are give you that feeling of bass, and it's a good solid feel when watching movies with them. If you don't watch movies at your laptop or your desktop, these aren't your laptop type, your choice, right? Especially if you don't play games that need that audio directional characteristic. You can get by with a nice set of stereo headsets and be perfectly happy, and try to find something that might have a boom mic for you. So again, those are choices that you need to make. So if you're okay with a wire, and if you play games that have 7.1 characteristics that have been programmed into it, and you are not, ticked off about no boom mic, then these things work great. These are sold at Dell for $99.99. That's their list price. But you can usually always find these things with some sort of coupon code. Dell throws a lot of coupon codes out there for accessories all the time, 10% off coupons, etc. They also tend to go on sale during their sales event. Like right now, they're doing their Cyber July sales event. These ones specifically aren't on sale. I believe their wireless ones are on sale, but sometimes, I'm sure these will go on sale at some point too and can be combined with a coupon. So never pay full retail at Dell. The coupon gods will definitely shine upon you if you do some research and see what you can do at cutting down that price point. I'm sure you could also buy these things at Best Buy, and I'm sure they will go on sale at any given time. And just watch out for those sales if this is the type of device that you need. And that's pretty much my feelings and general thoughts about this headset. Again, perfect for the niche. If it's not your niche that you need, look elsewhere and either save some money or find something that will make you happy. Hopefully these will make me happy. If they don't make me happy, then I got a son that plays a lot of Xbox, and that 3.5 connection to the Xbox controller will work just perfectly fine, and he'll be very happy with a nice new headset. So that's about it. So hopefully everybody enjoyed the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more of these type of videos, hit the subscribe button, and I will try to give more content. I do work in the tech industry, been working in the tech industry for my whole life. Been running to offices, helping people install technology since I was 16. So that's been 35 years, 35 years in tech. So hopefully I can give you some more advice. If you have any things that you want to see, let me know in the comments, and we'll go from there. Have a good day, everybody. Be good to each other, love one another, and remember to keep the peace. Have a good one.